Hello, I'm Sayaka Usui from the Japan National Tourism Organization. I'm based in Germany and I look after the German-speaking market.
Great, thank you so much for joining us here at Break and Travel News today. We're here at ITB in Berlin. Why are events such as this important to reach your markets?
It is a great opportunity for professionals to meet and share. This year at the Visit Japan booth at ITB, we have 21 suppliers from Japan, from various destinations with various products. And all suppliers are very looking forward to the real networking, especially after Japan being closed for over 2.5 years for tourism. So the expectation is to have good business meetings, to introduce some new items, new products, and also to make the industry aware that Japan is still present in the tourism industry and that we are ready to welcome tourists to Japan.
You mentioned there that you've been closed for 2.5 years. How are things looking up since then?
It's good. There is a big enthusiasm there. There's a high demand interest from the first comers and also from repeaters who have been missing their Japan for some time. The number is positively recovering. For example, this year in January, it reached almost 60% of the number in January 2019. So it is a positive recovery, and one of the peak seasons, spring, is approaching in Japan. So we expect to welcome more visitors soon.
Great. Are there any new things that visitors can look forward to?
Not exactly. Sorry.
It's okay.
There are a lot of new hotels or new facilities open, but at the same time, I think that the sentiment to travel has shifted more to the natural landscape or the local culture, local gastronomy, interacting with the local community, slow travel. So I think all these have been important even before the pandemic, but is becoming more important now after the pandemic. And Japan, we have all these to offer. This all leads to sustainability, and yes, Japan has all to offer. And what we would like to do is to have the travelers comfortable and feel better and travel longer in Japan while I'm traveling around Japan. And I think this is a very important sentiment and the motivation for travelers today. And we're looking forward to delivering the message that Japan is also ready for this.
That's great. And finally, what do you think personally it is that makes Japan so unique?
That's a very good question. There's a lot of elements that would differentiate Japan from other good travel destinations. I would say two. One is that there's a lot of things that you can do in Japan that you can also do here in Europe. What makes it different is that there's always a touch point of flavor, uniqueness of Japan for whatever you do. Food, culture, ancient history, nature, outdoor, pop culture, modern cities. So there's a wide variety, and there's always a taste of Japan that you can enjoy, which is quite unique from other destinations. And the second point would be the accessibility. The public transportation in Japan is very well organized. The trains and buses come punctual. There's a lot of passes available for travelers. So the travelers will feel safe and comfortable. Once you arrive in Japan, it's easy to travel around Japan. The people are welcoming. So I would say accessibility is a very simple thing, but also a very important factor that differentiates Japan from other travel destinations.
Thank you very much for speaking to Break and Travel News today.
Thank you very much for having me.